I think I don't want to tell. Drag to add, I guess. Chat. Wait a second. Chat one. Trying to see. Try to add, I guess. Okay. Am I connected to... Okay. I think I'm connected to YouTube. Yes. I think it's working. All right. Well, people are coming. This is so weird. Okay. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with people. I'm going to wait a few minutes until more people come in and then start talking. So I'm just going to chill here for a second. Okay. Just going to chill for a second. More people are coming in. This is my first live stream, so I'm a little awkward. But 1 second. Okay. I think I'm... 1 second. Okay. How's the few people doing that are watching me? You can write comments. But, okay, if you want to write a comment, you have to make a YouNow account, or else I can't see them. Okay, gotta make that clear. Because I'm live streaming from YouNow. So if you make a comment on YouTube, I can't see it. Okay. Okay. I've been watching. Thank you, Daisy Paisley's. One Daisy Paisley's. I've been watching true crime videos all day. See, it's weird because I make true crime videos, but I don't watch many. I don't know, I guess because I'm focusing on it so much that when I'm not focusing on it, like when I'm not researching for it, I kind of just watch something else, like funny to get my mind off of it. But boom, I became a fan. All right. Lisa, hello everyone. Sadie, hello Sadie. Okay. All right. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing because I feel like, I feel like everybody who live streams does something. Like, okay, I watch a lot of people that are into like astrology and everything, and they do like tarot card readings when they do live streams, or like, I don't know, Tana Mojo like rules a blunt on screen. I don't know. I feel like everybody does something. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I feel like, I don't know, I should be doing something. I have my cat, like, but I don't know. I'm just gonna be answering some questions today. We shall learn together. I'm a big fan. Thank you, One History M. Okay. I became a fan. Oh, everybody's becoming fans. This is so sweet. Okay. I'm also sorry about the video quality because I'm on my laptop. So next time I live stream, I'm probably gonna do it from my phone, which has like, you know, I was scared to do it from my phone because I was like, I'm gonna mess something up. Like, I don't know. I'm not too tech savvy. Okay, chat with 14 audience members. I found you here. Oh, hi. Okay. How's the weather where everybody is? Like, it's such a weird, like, that's such a boring thing, but it's hot here in New York. Like, it's been hot. Okay, that's 60. Hi, One Sin M. Hello. Okay. I just want to say again, like, if you're watching from YouTube, like, you gotta create a YouNow account, or else I'm not gonna see your comment. Arizona. I could not imagine living in Arizona. Like, it's beautiful. I want to visit so bad, but it gets so hot there. Like, isn't Arizona where all the pictures were from, where everything was like melting, right? Like, where like trash cans on the side of the road were like melting. Slightly windy, about 60. Yeah, like, neighbors. Wow, neighbors. I'm from New Jersey. Love your channel. I'm in Chicago. I always wanted to go to Chicago. New Jersey. Everybody's just from everywhere. 60. Hey, Caitlin V. This is my first live stream, and it's so weird because I got reached out to by YouNow like a year and a half ago. Yeah, I think like a year and a half ago. And I was like, no, because I'm too awkward for live streams. Like, I don't know. I'm such an awkward being. And they're like, you'll be fine. Like, just do it. And then a year and a half later, I'm like, fine. Like, I want to talk to everybody. So I'm here. YouTube, though, by the way, I got a notification. Oh, yay. Okay. I wasn't sure how it worked. Like, I wasn't sure how it connected and if it, like, updated anybody or anything. Like, I don't know. All right. 20. 2. Okay. Thank you for becoming a fan. Ever watching 86. Yeah, more people are watching on YouTube than they're watching on YouNow. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, you gotta come to YouNow, or else I'm not gonna get your comment. And I want to read the comments. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, I'm not gonna see your comment unless you just want to watch me. But like, if you want to engage in conversation, like, come over to YouNow. It's super easy. You just like connect it to your Facebook or email or Instagram, I think, and it just like connects you right away. And I think when you make a YouNow, it automatically makes you follow like people you're already subscribed to on YouTube if you connect your YouTube. So if like there's other YouTubers you want to watch as well, I don't know. Hi, glad to make you for a bit. Oh my God, Michael Scott. Okay, everybody who's watching, go subscribe to Michael Scott if you like paranormal stuff, because he's my favorite. Like, I love your channel, Michael. Seriously, like, love it. Created a YouNow account to comment. Caitlin, I was watching on YouTube, but I created a YouNow account. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Simply Weird. It says, oh, Simply Weird. You are one of my top YouTubers. Thank you. Now I have a mini poster of Marilyn Monroe. Love old Hollywood. That's good. Michael Scott. My week is going good. It's going good. I've been like, I don't know. I've been in a mindset of like, it's a new month, like new goals, new everything. Just trying to like, I don't know. April was like a weird month for me. I don't know why. Like, it's just, I don't know. Did you watch Kaylee Elise's? I'm sad. Oh, did you watch Kaylee Elise? I'm sad that she's, yes, because Kaylee Elise is literally one of the people, oh my God, who inspired me to start getting into true crime. And like, I watched her because when I made my channel, I kind of, like, I've always been into true crime, but like, I kind of like gradually started making videos about it. But before I even had a channel, I watched Kaylee Elise, and I would just binge watch her channel to no end. I've literally seen every single video she's done, and the fact that I get why she's leaving, like, completely understand, but it makes me so sad. Oh my God. I'm going to miss her so much, but I can totally understand why she, yeah, because it's just, you, like, it's, I don't know, YouTube is just, it really is draining. I mean, no matter what you do. I mean, even if you do comedy videos, it's draining. Like, But especially, I mean, Kaylee Lee just puts so much time into her videos, and you can tell she's definitely a very empathetic person, and I mean, it's completely understandable. I started watching. Hello, nice eyeshadow. My eyeshadow is very badly like blended, but thank you, Jakey2294. Hi, Peter P. Your videos are the best. Army Vet, thank you. I watched the Tiffany Moss trial this week. Oh my god, it's so awful. Hi, Virginia. Oh my goodness. More people are coming. It's so weird. I thought I was gonna have like 2 people watching me, and it was just gonna be me and like, I don't know, somebody who's been watching me forever. Like, have you ever accidentally on Instagram like pressed where you like do a live stream? I've done that like 10 times. It's so awkward. It's like the most awkward thing. Crime historian. Let me get through the times when you're coming. Thank you, Simply Weird. It's like, yes, I like Queen for sure. Freddie Mercury. I haven't seen the new movie though. I'm really sad that I haven't seen it yet, but I gotta watch it. I do love Queen. So good. It's healthy. So safe. Do you have a specific case you can think of that really for you? I talked about in my Q&A that, I mean, I've always been interested in true crime, like as far back as I can remember, because I don't know, like I said in my Q&A, like my mom and my grandmother, they were always interested in the John Benet Ramsey case and Jack the Ripper. Like that was their 2 main cases, and it always interested me. But the case that I got so interested in true crime with is the Sylvia Likens case. I'm thinking I will eventually do a video on it on my YouTube, but I really think that when I start my podcast series that I'm going to be doing that case as one of the first video, or it's a podcast, not a video, but like it's the first cases that I discuss in a podcast. So now, okay, when it comes to the John Benet Ramsey case, because somebody asked me if I think family members are involved, I don't want to, because I will say that I do believe somebody close to her was involved, just for a few different reasons. It is such a sad, sad story. Where can I find your podcast? It's going to be on my Patreon. My Patreon is patreon.com/Gabulosis. And I'm going to be doing my podcast next week, next Wednesday. I have it planned for next Wednesday. My friend James, shout out to James, because he works in like audio engineering and everything like that, like sound, everything. And he's going to help me do my podcast and make it sound not horrible. So he's going to help me with that. And it's going to be like a team effort, because I don't know what I'm doing a lot of the times when it comes to like electronics and everything. I'm surprised I can even make a YouTube video, but he's going to help me, and I'm probably going to have it up by the middle of May. So probably like, I have to like look up a calendar. Maybe like 15th. Yeah, that's like the middle of May. That's a Wednesday. So 15th, I would say. Might be a little early, might be a little late, depends, but around there. And maybe about Sylvia. Sin M asked me if I've seen the movie about the Sylvia Likens case. Yes, there's 2 of them. There's one, what is it? I need to look this up, because I'm one of those people that if I can't think of it, it's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, there's the one with Ellen Page. That one I feel like was better than the other one. They were both done in 2007, which is weird, but yeah, I feel like Ellen Page's, which is an American Crime, is better than The Girl Next Door. Those are both about the Sylvia Likens case. Oh my goodness, hello from, or hola, from Puerto Rico. That's crazy. I have somebody so far away watching me on the internet. Do you know H.H. Holmes? Yes. That case, the H.H. Holmes case is insane to me for a lot of different reasons. I mean, he literally created this to just kill people. And wasn't H.H. Holmes, that was what inspired American Horror Story Hotel? Yes. Never thought of it. American Crime, I think, was a little bit more accurate. Yeah, American Crime was more accurate. I like Hayes, my house. Any thoughts on recent? Okay. Selfie case. Seasons, right? Yeah, the season. Also the season for me to follow that. Yeah, the American Horror Story Hotel was very, I don't know, flat. I love Lady Gaga though, but I don't know. I mean, she was like a good fit for the role, but it was just, I don't know. I don't know. It was good though, but thank you for saying my skin looks amazing because I don't take care of my skin the way that I should. I do make sure to take off my makeup at night, which helps, but I don't know. I use a lot of moisturizer. I've been using the Murad, I think is what it's called, moisturizer. I think the skin perfecting something. I've been using that a lot. Coven and Apocalypse. I liked Coven the best, I think, out of all the American Horror Story seasons. Yeah, Coven. I mean, and because Stevie Nicks was in Coven, so yeah, I love Stevie Nicks. But she did have a guest appearance in something else, another season. Like the recent season? I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. To come and watch your live stream. Honey Bay 01, love you too. You're killing the game. Thank you. Best. I love the circus one. Oh yeah, the circus one by far. There was just, okay, I'm not one of those people that's super freaked out by clowns, but something about I guess it was just, I guess how they did all the characters, like makeup and costume and everything, is what was the freakiest about that. Weapon. Silent. Yeah, I knew that he got an Oscar for playing Freddie Mercury, but I remember when, what was it? Night at the Museum came out, and he played the Egyptian prince, and I just thought he was the cutest thing ever, and that's where my love for him began. Casey's an example. Clowns are creepy. Clowns. Yes, John Wayne Gacy was a clown. How is my new puppy? Now, okay, she's not technically mine because we're supposed to be like babysitting her for somebody for a little bit of time. So she's not mine, but I want to keep her. Like, She's so cute. She's downstairs right now sleeping, and she's just adorable. Okay, the Ketty Cabin murders. I have not covered that. I want to, but I'm pretty sure that Kaylee Elise covered it. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure. Yes, she definitely covered it. And she did such a good job at covering it, so I don't think that I'm going to cover it, because there's a few people on YouTube that if they've covered a case, I really just don't touch it. And one of those people is Kaylee Elise, and the other person is probably Danielle Hallen. I just don't touch cases that they've covered because they're just so good with their details and information and their research. It blows my mind. But I know Kaylee Elise did the Ketty Cabin murders, and that case was just so, and I hate blaming police work, but I feel like they just made so many mistakes. And who am I to say that anybody made a mistake, because I don't work in the field, but I just feel like it was just so messed up, the entire investigation. Well, I feel like police, it just depends on the department, it depends on the case, it depends on money behind it. I feel like it's always been wishy-washy, like since the early 1900s. I don't know how to describe it. It's just I feel like there's times in every period where they do a good job, and there's cases where they don't handle it as well. Like I don't think it's changed over time. It's just kind of, I don't know. It just depends on the case, and it depends on who's handling it. And yeah, I try not to cover that many cases that are super well known. I mean, it's not that I don't think that they're important, or I don't think that they need to be talked about again. It's just there's so many cases. I don't know if you've ever gone on a website where there's like just tons of cases. Like I spend a copious amount of time on the Doe Network, and if you go on the Doe Network, just if you've never been on the Doe Network, just go on the Doe Network once and go to missing people. It blows your mind how many just cases there are on there of missing people. I mean, you go on there, it's divided by, male and female, and then divided by country. And then if you go to the United States, it's divided by state. And it just, the list of people goes on and on and on and on. And it's just like, there's so many cases out there that are not talked about at all. Have you ever thought of what happened to the Jeremy Bright kid? Now, that case, I don't know. I think that Terry was involved in some way when it comes to Jeremy Bright's case. I think that he was involved. And I hate saying that because it's literally like online, and I'm saying that I think somebody was involved, but I think he had something to do with it. I think out of all the theories, I think the theory about him being at the swimming, the swimming hole, and kids using him as target practice, I just don't think that happened. And I hate to say that because I know that's a theory, and I know that that's what some people think happened, but I just don't think, that's not what I lean towards. Yeah, I do spend a bit of time on the Charlie Project for sure, but I usually spend more time on the Doe Network. The Charlie Project, I get a lot of my main details about a case, like their, hair color and their height and everything, like the day that they went missing, all the legit facts I get from the Charlie Project. Have you heard of any cases with the bystander effect? Yes. What is the one case? I can only not think of this because I'm on live stream and my brain is like stopping. What is it? I have to look this up. Kitty Genovese, The Witness, is the documentary about the bystander effect. That is one of the best documentaries I've literally ever watched on Netflix. The Witness. It was done in 2015. The ending made me cry. I'm not going to give it away, but if you've seen it, the part where he has like the actors come in and recreate the scene, that made me cry way too much. It makes me realize how many people get away with murder. Yes, it is terrifying how many people get away with crimes and murder, and it's terrifying. It's scary. What did I say about that? It's crazy. You don't have to. I'm getting like some comments that are just like, okay, am I going to be doing Young Gabby stories again? Because I did start the series on my channel where I was covering story times from my life that were in order, and I don't know, it upset somebody. So anyways, are you in prison? No, it's just my backdrop. I literally rearranged my room just so I could do my live stream against my backdrop because I didn't have anywhere else aesthetically pleasing in my room to do a live stream. I don't know. I figured that is what happened. Yeah, okay, I'm going to be doing my Let's Gab series, which is it's not stories from growing up per se, but it's just experiences and things that I want to talk about, like anxiety, depression, and stuff like that. And there is a video that I'm going to be doing in that series that's going to be, actually it's probably going to be 2 or 3 videos about something that is very, very, very hard to talk about, but I feel like I'm ready to talk about. And I get a lot of questions from people asking me why I left YouTube for 3 months, and it's gonna be in these videos why I left for 3 months. Would you like to work on a live case with police? Yes, I've had police officers reach out to me who dealt with cases that I've covered, and they've said that they would be willing to do interviews with me about the case because the cases are still open, or they're closed cases and they're able to give more information. So that's really interesting. But they're all police officers, I think, who are retired, and I think that's really like why they're willing to talk to me. I had, what was it? The Dwan Sims case. I wrote it in the comments. I think I pinned the comment, but I had the security guard who was the first security guard that Dwan Sims' mother reached out to in the mall, and he emailed me and said that he would be willing to do an interview sometime or help me on a second video if I ever wanted to cover the case further down the line with new information. Do I have any antiques? At my current house, because my mom has a lot of antiques. So if I was at my mom's house, I would show you guys a bunch of antiques. But what do I have here? I'm not sure where it is, but I have a vintage, it's like 1930s hair curler, and it's really cool. And I don't know where it is, somewhere in my room, but that's the only antique thing that I have. We're considering Valentine dough. Valentine dough. I do know a bit about that Jane Doe case, but not a lot. But I would definitely have to research more into that before I knew if I was going to do a video or not about it. What is the link to your videos? The link is, just look up Gabulosis on YouTube and I will pop up. 24. Again, I'm trying to see. 1 second. Yeah, if you are watching on YouTube again and you want to join the conversation, you have to create a YouNow, just saying. Okay. 31. Okay. 25. I think I'm going to keep this live stream going until, well, I'm at like a half an hour. So another like 15-ish minutes, like 45 minutes, because it is my first one. So how are you feeling? You hit the half an hour mark. How are you feeling? Good. I'm good. I'm kind of glad that there's not like a lot of people watching because, like I said, anxiety, I get really weird with, I don't know, a lot of people watching. Okay. All right. Bye, Michael. I remember even when I hit like 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers, I got such bad anxiety even uploading anything because I was like, oh no, that's more than like 2 people that's gonna watch it. Maybe something. Annie Doe. I haven't really looked into that Doe case either. Annie Doe. Yes, you can Instagram. You can DM me on Instagram. I try to every day reply to people. I take like a little bit of time. Sometimes people's messages don't go through. Like, I'm not even kidding. And I've had people write on my Instagram and be like, I DM'd you, and then I'll go and there'll be no DM from them. But if you DM me and it's like something legit, I will try to get back to you. And if I don't, maybe try sending it again because I don't know what's wrong with my Instagram. Will I do a video on anxiety and depression? Yes, I have one on anxiety, but that was like 3 years ago and my anxiety has changed a lot since then. So I'm definitely going to be doing a Let's Gab, I was going to say episode, I'm not a TV show, series video, a video in my series of Let's Gab about anxiety, and then a separate one for depression because they are both things that I deal with, unfortunately. Am I going to release more merchandise soon? Yes, but the thing about releasing merchandise is that people are going to buy them, and I don't want anybody spending their money on anything that I wouldn't personally buy myself. So I'm trying to design something really cool. So that's what I'm kind of working on. Yes, I did. Tammy Lynn Liebert. I did hear a rumor she was pregnant at the time when she disappeared. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I obviously I can't say. I did not know her, but there's people who knew her that said that she was, and then people that said that she wasn't. So I don't know. I mean, it could be a rumor, but there's a whole conspiracy because the movie that she was in, the cover of the movie is a woman's stomach, and people think that it's her body in the movie cover and that it was some symbolism that she was pregnant, or it's like a whole thing. Natalie Hoy. Do I memorize my scripts or read them? I do my voiceover and my filming 2 different days. So, or not 2 different days, but like 2 different times. So what you're seeing with pictures over it, I do a separate time than I film. And when I film, I usually spend probably a day or 2 memorizing, depending on how long the video is. And then, yeah, I memorize and I go off of a script, but I try to make it as least scripty sounding as possible, but I'm still working on that. How many tattoos do I have? You just got your second. Oh, I mean, I have little tattoos. I have the one on my arm, which says, "Gather ye rosebuds while ye may," which is from a poem. That was my second one. The first one that I got was the heart on my finger. And then my third and fourth tattoo, which I have, what is that? I have on my finger, I have 3 dots. And then on my ankle, I have the elvish sign, like elvish, like Lord of the Rings sign for love. So I have that on my ankle. And I did the one on my finger and the one on my ankle myself, which I don't recommend, like stick and poke. And this one took like 30 minutes and the one on my ankle took like 2 hours. It was not fun. And then recently I got on my side my mom's handwriting that says "Time makes you bolder" from the Fleetwood Mac song. How many pages are in a typical script? Okay, I have this down. Like a 20-minute long video, I would say it's 5 pages. So 15 minutes, like 4 pages. And then of course there's like the talking at the end where I try to like talk about the case a little bit, but I would say 5 pages is like 18 to 20 minutes. So yeah. I'm late, but hi, Sparkler, you. The scariest case I've ever researched. I'm gonna have to go back in my videos and think about this one, but I feel like it would jump out at me which one's the scariest, but okay. There's some that are more chilling because of the person who committed them, like for somebody to be that psychologically messed up. Black Dahlia definitely is one of the scariest because of just how horrible it was. But I'm just like going through all my videos and thinking scariest. Okay. And I know I always bring up this case, but the Christy Gwen O'Pry case means a lot to me. It's one of the cases that means the most to me because I absolutely adore Christy's sister, Amy, who helped me with the video. But Amy gave me a lot of information that I didn't include in the video because it was too horrific to talk about. And out of respect for the family, I didn't want to include that information, and I didn't feel like it was necessary for you all to grasp the case. Like, it wasn't necessary information, but what happened in that case, a few of the details, is honestly some of the most horrific things I've ever heard in my life. And she gave me actual, like, copies of actual, like, the conversation that was written up between the person who did it and the police and the Q&A and everything. And it was just, what he was saying was so heartless that I can't even believe humans exist who are like that. Um, I mean, I haven't covered the Jack the Ripper case, but I feel like that's one of the scariest. Yeah, the Zodiac freaks me out as well. And the fact that he's never been caught. Yes, I love the BuzzFeed Unsolved videos. I watch too many of those. I binge watch those all the time. You're the cutest and Illy. Illy, Emily, Illy. What inspired me to do YouTube? Having anxiety. I don't know. That's a good question. I do have crippling anxiety, and I'm not sure why I do YouTube. I feel like it was just kind of, well, one of the people that inspired me to do YouTube is Kyla Rebecca. If you don't watch her or subscribe to her, you need to be. I love Kyla. And I know that she deals with a lot of anxiety, and that kind of inspired me. And also other people that do YouTube that deal with anxiety. I always wanted to do it, and I was always scared. And I guess one of the main reasons that I was so scared to do YouTube is because people that I knew, like, finding out about it. And I still get kind of weird when people, I don't know, mention it, because I meet new people and they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, YouTube. And they're like, what do you talk about? And I'm like, true crime cases. And they're like, oh, that's interesting. But I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know. It's weird to think about it, that, like, I don't know. The weirdest part is when people are like, okay, well, I'm going to go watch your videos. I'm like, okay, you do that, I guess. Video. Have a good night, Sin M. You should do a video on the 27 Club. I always wanted to do a video on the 27 Club, but I feel like it's been done a lot. But it is interesting, but I feel like it mostly is coincidence. I mean, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm just reading through questions that I may have skipped or didn't see. Any words of wisdom for people going through hard times? Yes, I do, because I've been through hard times, but who hasn't? My brain just flooded with 8,000 things. And I know that it sounds cliche, but it will not last forever. And you never know when a day could come that completely changes your life. And something that you think right now that isn't working out could possibly not be working out for a reason. So something better could happen, because I will do a video eventually about what happened and my whole situation that I keep kind of like putting off, but people kind of ask me about, of why I left YouTube for 3 months. It was one of the worst things that I ever went through. And now, and I mean to the point where it was, I can't even put into words how it affected me. I was completely, and I didn't do a video during the time when this was going on, because there was no possible way for me to film during this time, because I was a zombie. Like, I couldn't function. People would be talking to me and I just wouldn't hear anything, because I was so distraught. And the things that I was distraught over, I'm thankful I went through, because it made me a stronger person. And it, like a few people said, this too shall pass. And you're going to be glad that it happened. Whatever hard times you're going through, you're going to be glad that they happened, because it is going to make you a stronger person. Most terrifying identified doe case I've ever covered. Again, I'm gonna look through my videos just so I don't forget one. Most terrifying one. I've covered a few. I mean, Lyle Stevick was a hard one to cover, for sure. That one was very, very hard to cover. Just because of the circumstances behind it, and those are post-mortem photos that are very, very hard to look at. Why did I choose gabulosis? Okay. When I was like 9 years old, my uncle, my great uncle, comes up with names for everybody, and I don't know, he was just sitting there one day and he's like, where's gabulosis? And everybody's like, gabulosis, and it just kind of stuck. I don't know. And my great uncle is the one who kind of got everybody in the family into like paranormal stuff and weird topics and everything. So I feel like it's only appropriate that I'm gabulosis on a platform where I talk about strange and unusual things on occasion. So I don't know. Do I like anime? I've never really like watched anime. I know. Like I don't know. I'm not a binge watching person. Like that's the thing. It's not just anime. Like I don't really binge watch much in general. Just download YouNow just for you. Thank you. Did any of my ancestors fight in any wars? Yes. My grandfather fought in Vietnam. Going on with Kyla's parents. Yeah, the stuff going on with Kyla, we're talking about Kyla Rebecca, stuff going on. I don't know if she's watching this right. I should text her, but I don't think she's watching. But the stuff going on with her house is freaky. And I think that, I think it's like an elemental if I had to decide on what I think it is. Definitely sounds like it. Yeah, I just realized that my camera quality is kind of horrible. So I'm definitely going to do my next live stream on my phone. This is just, it's really not up to par. Crazy. Research seems pretty good. Do you have background for it? No, I don't have a background in researching at all. I don't know. It's hard to find legitimate information, and that's the thing. That's like, I wish I could go to the locations and go to their local library and look up files, and I wish I could just be very hands-on with it, and I would be if I had the means to do that. But all I have is the internet and the ability to reach out to people. And sometimes people want to talk to you and sometimes they don't. And you have to respect that. I've always considered, and I do eventually want to do something with criminal justice. Yeah, I definitely want to do survivor videos for sure. Okay, the Jane Doe, okay, the Jane or John Doe case that I want to be identified the most, obviously I want them all to be identified, but I have a connection to Mount Vernon Jane Doe. I don't live that far away from Mount Vernon, so I guess that's partly the reason, but that's just one of those cases that I've always come back to, and her post-mortem photos are very hard to look at as well, like most of them are. But I feel like a lot of the Jane and John Doe cases that I was extremely involved with, they have been identified. The one that I was very, very kind of like obsessed with and would come back to all the time was Buckskin Doe. And when I woke up and she was identified, I seriously like cried. So, have you ever actually been to any of the haunted locations you've done videos about? I'm trying to think. A lot of the paranormal videos that I've done are about places in Los Angeles because I did old Hollywood videos. So no, I have not been to those locations, but I have people who live in Los Angeles who are like, if you ever come to visit, like I will take you to these locations and show you around and everything. So I really, really want to go to Los Angeles. But I did do vlogs in October that I took down for reasons, but where I went to locations that were haunted, but I took those down. What are my favorite other YouTubers? I have so many favorite YouTubers. Obviously, I said Kyla Rebecca. You have to subscribe to Kyla Rebecca. I love her. Michael Scott does paranormal videos. I've been watching a lot of Stargirl. I love her videos. Stargirl and the Gem Goddess. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of their videos lately. I'm going down my feed. I love Porcelain. Bridget Bardot, Porcelain. I love her to death. She's so sweet. I watch most of my friends on YouTube that are YouTubers as well. Shane Dawson. You gotta love Shane Dawson. He's an OG and he's amazing and I love him so much. Curtis Connor. I love his videos. Going down my feed. Leora Alexandra. She does like law of attraction videos. They're so addicting to watch and she's adorable. So and then also like obviously I love Kaylee Elise. I've mentioned her multiple times. Those are like my main ones that I kind of watch religiously. Yeah, I watch, when it comes to YouTube videos that I personally watch, I watch a lot of self-help videos, law of attraction, anything about just getting you through your day. Do I like to read? Yes, I read a lot of autobiographies and biographies for sure. That's mostly what I read because I like reading about other people's lives, and I read a lot of self-help books, a lot, because I need it. Carrie Lawson case, I will have to put that down as one to look into. ASMR, okay. I know people are going to freak out on me for this, and even my mom does because my mom loves ASMR videos, but ASMR freaks me out. Like, I don't know. It's just, it like gives me anxiety. I don't know why. It just makes me like, does anybody else get freaked out by ASMR? Like, I don't know. And the whispering, like, I've tried so hard to get into ASMR and it just, I can't. I don't know why. There's something wrong with me. Yeah, I don't like. Okay, I will definitely put down Carrie Lawson as one to look into. I have a lot of cases that I need to look into, and I feel bad because I always respond to people the same way, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna screenshot that and look into it, but I always do. I'm being honest. Like I always put it down. I have this like folder on my computer of screenshots, and there's so many screenshots. And I save. If you email me a case, I may not respond because I get so many, but I will start and I will put it into my requests folder on my email. Okay, yes, I do have animals. I have a cat named Nikita who is sleeping over there. I will make sure to bring her in my next live stream because she's sleeping, so I don't want to wake her. And I have a hedgehog. And my hedgehog is nocturnal, so I'm not going to wake her. Do you ever like dogs? I love dogs. I have 3 dogs in my house. They're not mine per se, but they're my dad's dogs, and they're downstairs, and they're all pit bulls, and I love them. Well, we have 2, and then we're babysitting a 3rd one, so yeah. I love SpongeBob. Somebody asked me if I like SpongeBob. Yes, I like SpongeBob. Wasn't it just the 20th anniversary of SpongeBob? Right? Ish? I don't know. I have listened to the murder podcast, but I don't listen to a lot. Like I said, when it comes to true crime, I research it so much that I don't listen and watch it a lot anymore. Like, you know, it's horrible, but I don't know. I just take a break from it when I'm not researching. Okay. I think I'm going to get off of here when it hits the hour mark, which is in 3 minutes. But I am so happy that everybody came and watched me, even though my camera is really bad. Have I ever been to Canada? No, I have not, but I have always wanted to. I want to go to Saskatchewan, Canada. Saskatchewan. I don't know why. It's just the name, and it's pretty. All right, here's one. You can film with a potato. I think I am filming with a potato. I did not realize the quality was that bad. Ontario, Canada. I would go anywhere in Canada. I don't have a passport though, so I need to get that first. It is beautiful up north. Like Canada is gorgeous. I just need to travel. Like I haven't traveled a lot in my life at all, and that's so sad to me. This was fun. Thanks for the good time. Bye, Peter P. Peter P. Bye. I've always wanted to go to Australia. If I went though, I'd be kind of afraid of the bugs. Like aren't there really big, terrifying creature like bugs in Australia, right? Okay. For answering all my questions. You are welcome for answering your questions. No bad bugs. Okay, not bad bugs. Okay, well, I lived in Florida, so I shouldn't even complain about bugs. If I lived in Florida, I could go to Australia and be fine. I do have a favorite movie. My favorite movie is Big Fish. It's a Tim Burton movie. That's my favorite movie. If anybody's seen that movie and enjoys it, like, because no one's ever seen it. Everybody, and I know people that love Tim Burton movies, and they're like, no, I've never seen Big Fish. Yes, that movie is so good. It's so good. I cry every time. I showed it to my boyfriend like last week. I was like, we have to watch Big Fish. Like, we gotta watch it. And he liked it. And I was like, yes. My greatest fear is tornadoes. I don't even have to like think about that. I hate tornadoes. I cannot deal with like, no, I would rather, I would literally rather do anything than live in like Tornado Alley. Anything. Any thoughts on the Kardashians? They know how to make money. Like, that's all I gotta say. Tornado Alley, Alabama. I want to visit Alabama, but not during like tornado season, which is mostly spring. No, I'll pass. I love Sweet Home Alabama. That's a good movie. No, Alabama is really pretty from what I've seen. It's just anything in no, like I can't not in springtime. So many people from Alabama. Oh my God. My friend lives in Kansas and she just like goes to sleep when there's a tornado down the road. She's like, yeah, there's a tornado warning. I'm gonna get to sleep. I'm like, are you okay? Like, I do not have any siblings. I have a stepbrother, but no actual siblings. I'm in LA. I want to go to LA so bad. Trees so big, they tunnel them down and they drag through them. Oh my God. Angie. Oh, now we're like talking about tornadoes in the comments. Oh my God. If somebody knew me and like watched this live stream, he'd be like just tuned in right now, they'd be like, of course Gabby's talking about tornadoes. Like, I hate tornadoes. Have you been to New York before? I actually live in New York. I should introduce you guys to my stepbrother. His name is Josh, and he is, how old am I? He's 21. He's 2 years younger than me. He's a cool kid. Like, I've never fought with him ever. Like, I wish he was watching right now, but he's not. Like, he's not going to take the time to step away from video games and watch my live stream. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys a question because now we're talking about location. Unless you already like put your location, like where are you from? Write it because I'm curious. I want to see Tennessee, Alabama, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is so pretty. Miami. Ooh, Miami. Seattle. I've always wanted to go to Seattle. Oh. Sydney, Australia. Sydney. Mississippi. Canada. Idaho. Never been to Idaho. Is Idaho? I'm going to sound so stupid saying this, but is Idaho? Yes. Idaho is where Napoleon Dynamite took place. Yes. I think so. I love that movie. That's the only reason I'm mentioning that. Ever been to London? No, but I want to. Staten Island, I want to go to Poland too. Right now. What time is it in New York right now? I don't even know because 1 second. 9. It is 9:03. How's New York City? I don't live in the city. I live north of it, but I like New York. I'm not a big fan of like Times Square and all that. Like I think it's beautiful, but it's just so many people. Like my favorite place in New York City is the East Village. And I like Queens as well. Brooklyn, I really like Brooklyn, but the East Village is like I love the East Village. Every time anybody comes to New York, I'm like, East Village. Any thoughts on Southern people? Well, I'm originally from Florida, so I am technically a Southern person. Not really. Florida's like, what even is Florida? I don't even know. Like, it's not really Southern. It's just kind of, we're just like a different breed. How long have you lived in New York? Well, my dad's side of the family is originally from New York. Like the house that I'm in now, we've had in our family for like since the 60s. But me, per se, I've lived in New York for 10 years now, exactly 10 years. Florida is fake South, literally. Like I don't even know what Florida is. Florida is a dangerous place because it hurricanes. Yes. We talked about tornadoes, but I also hate hurricanes. Did I see Avengers Endgame? I'm seeing it Sunday. I'm really excited. Florida is the transplant state. Exactly. Let's just roast Florida. So do you like? Essentially, do you like musicals? I do like musicals. I do like musicals, but it's not something I go out of my way to watch exactly, but I will sit down and watch a musical for sure. Thanks. By Angie Wilson, 1984. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, Florida, it's like, I don't know, it's the area you go. I like St. Augustine. St. Augustine, Florida is my favorite place in Florida. And I feel like everybody kind of needs to go there once. It's very historical. It's one of the most haunted places in the United States, if you believe in ghosts and that stuff. So definitely gotta go. They are heckin' weird, yeah. We're weird. St. Augustine, Florida. I think it's the oldest city in America. Yeah, it is the oldest city in. I know that the oldest. I should be more like knowledge on this because it's my favorite place in Florida, if not one of my favorite places ever. Yeah, it's like the oldest city in the United States, and I know that the oldest schoolhouse in the United States is in St. Augustine. And I've never been inside it because every time I go, it's always closed. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love history? I would say 8. It's not like completely a 10, but like an 8. I'm very fascinated by history. Lorraine Warren died. Yes, I did hear that. And I texted my mom and I was very sad about it. Favorite movie of all time? I answered this. Big Fish. I love that movie. The United States. Founded 1519. Yes, St. Augustine is the oldest city in the United States. That's old. I did not know it was that old. Do you like the Conjuring series? I watched the first one. I didn't see the other ones though. The first one was good though. I'm very, very picky with scary movies. I just saw Pet Sematary, which I liked because I like the original, but the ending had me like, because it was more psychologically, I don't know, messed up than the original, in my opinion. Ouija boards. I don't mess with them. When it comes to Ouija boards, my mom has a few Ouija board stories, and I need to get my mom on to tell her stories more. But the only time I ever played with it was I was at my friend's house in high school, and she had one, and I kind of was just like messing around with it. I didn't think much of it, and I started asking it questions. It wasn't really doing much, and then I asked it a question, and it was spelling out like nonsense, and I was like, what? And it took me a second to realize I had asked it my address, and what it was spelling out, I was like, it's not even like, what is going on? It was spelling it backwards, and I read that that's not good at all. And like, it wasn't me doing it because I don't even know if you ask me right now how to spell my address backwards, like, I can't. I'm not going to be, I can't do it. Yeah, so I started spelling it backwards, and I didn't realize until it did my street name backwards, and then it did the numbers backwards, and that's when it kind of hit me when it did the numbers backwards. Yeah, and then I got, what was it? Somebody I knew had a Ouija board. And I talked about this in a video. I'm not sure if the video is still up or not, but we got the Ouija board, we took it out. This person really wanted to mess around with it. So I was like, fine, you mess around with it. Like, I'm not doing anything. Just make sure you say goodbye. And they got done with it. whatever, said they said goodbye, and we put it in the box. And this was a brand new box. Like, this was just bought, like, just bought. And so they put it in the box. I watched them put it in the box, put it up, and we went upstairs because it was like Christmas. And we ate, came back downstairs, and the side of the box was ripped. The side of the Ouija board box. And I probably have a picture of it somewhere, like in my files or something. But yeah, the Ouija board box was ripped. Yeah, screw that. Exactly. I was like, no, I'm okay. Yeah, no, not today, Satan. And nothing much else happened for a few months when it came to like paranormal stuff. But I swear, like, they didn't rip it. It was only us. I have no idea how that ripped. Like, there was no dog sounds, no clue how it ripped. Yes, okay, the video is still up. It's, what is it called? I don't even remember. It's like my paranormal update, I think, and it was from last year. Am I watching any series on Netflix right now? No, I don't really binge watch much. I know, but if there's a good series that you guys enjoy and think I would like, definitely leave that in the comments, because if somebody really recommends something, I'll watch it. It took me, oh my God, it took me like 2 years or 3 years, no, 2 years to watch Black Mirror, and I loved it. I watched The Sinner, that show. I really liked the first season. But yeah, I watch documentaries on Netflix, but I don't really watch many TV shows. People have been trying to get me into Game of Thrones. And I watched the first 6 episodes, and then I kind of fizzled out. And I think it's awesome. Like, the production is amazing. It has a great cast. I don't know what it is with my brain and binge watching things that I just can't stick to it. I don't know. I'm more of a, like, TV show person. I have not seen the Netflix segment about the Ted Bundy document. I have not watched that yet, and I need to. Yeah, everybody's back on the Game of Thrones thing. Everybody has been telling me to watch it. I just, a few people left because they were like, she's never seen Game of Thrones. Like, I know, it's sad. I will watch it eventually. I plan on it. I know it's on the last season, but okay. I've been on here for an hour and 13 minutes, so I'm gonna go at an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go in like a minute. So if there's any last questions, I will answer them now. So does implements from on here disappear? Yes. The Marlena Childress case, I got reached out to by a family member, and they definitely think her mom was involved. And I hate saying that, I'm making accusations, but that's what they think, and that's somebody very close to the entire family. So, History M. I will check out your history channel, History M, if I can find it. How do I find it? Do you have like a link or something that I can click? There you go. It's been nice. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Okay, it's called History Man. I will check out your channel. Any of my subscribers that comment and tell me they have channels, I always check them out. I always do. Like, I always do. And if people tell me that they're going to make a channel, I try to like keep up with them, and I'm like, did you make your channel yet? Like, I want to check it out. All right, I'm gonna end in like a couple seconds. All right, thank you everybody for coming out. Good night to everybody. I will probably be live streaming next week, next Thursday. yeah, so bye. I love you all. I hope you guys have like an amazing night. And there wasn't a large amount of people watching, but like that kind of makes me feel better because, like I said, anxiety. So, all right, bye guys. Okay, I'm gonna end it. Okay, I hate saying